Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mysticraven. Alright, so I'm on a game called Tera, and I'm on my console. I'm playing this game on PS4. Now, Tera is available on PC, PS4, and Xbox. Now, before I start getting in and kind of going through gameplay and whatever else have you, the one thing I want to ask is what the fuck is up with these NPCs' friggin' hands? They're bigger than their friggin' heads. Look at those hands. And look at the dude's head. It's like the proportion. Anywho. Whatever. It's not a bad game. It's very linear. And so people ask, what's up with Tera? Tera's not a bad game. It really isn't. It's not a bad game at all. The problem of it is it's just really friggin' linear, and it gets so fucking stale, right? So, for example, I just did a quest. I hit my middle button. I do quest tracker, right? And then I display quest in the zone. And it's just like, you know, the game just feels somewhat, I guess, a little... Oh, cool. I just got my mount. Oh, awesome. So if you link your account, you get free mounts. Do come in handy in this game. It's not a bad game, though. It really isn't. A little laggy. Alright. Let me see. Where was that friggin' quest? It should be right around here. Okay, it's over here and to the left. It's not a bad game. People were like, you know, whatever. Then here's the new quest giver.
Looks like someone played a trick on you. You need anything from me?
Okay, so I got bigger inventory space. It's not a bad game, you know. I think I'm level 13 on this character. Each of the classes are gender locked. I really don't like that, but
I'm here to help.
God dang these hands. It's like right there it looks good, and then you got these weird fucking hands. I keep wondering, I keep asking myself, why? Okay. You push down, you get your mount. Blah, 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 blah.
Greetings.
Okay, so there's a cutscene.
Capital of the
It's there are very amazing cutscenes in this game. Some pretty awesome effects.
We've gathered here, human, high elf, Aman, Baraka, Kastanik, Popori, and Ellen, to withstand a menace we could not face alone. The Argons. Across the sea on the continent of Shara, our armies are fighting the Argon threat to a standstill. For now. But the Argons aren't the only danger. Not by a long shot. With our army on the Argon front, monsters on our frontiers have become bold. They've plundered entire towns, and we can't let the home front collapse. We hope that the fighting spirit of our youth can make up for the numbers we lack. Who knows? Maybe you're the next alien. Valek knows we could use one.
Okay, it's a pretty cool cutscene, right?
Everyone is asking me about what you did on the island of Dawn. Don't get cocky. Impressive to them, but it takes more than that to impress me. And I have little tolerance for glory hounds like you. Kids these days, no sense of proportion. Now get out of here. Our headquarters will start to smell like pigling. Focus on beauty, not ambition.
Alright. Anytime you need to find the next quest marker, you just open it up. And you can just go to quest, if you ever get lost.
What can I tell you?
Wish they'd do like a little ground effect. I think it'd be a lot easier than keep opening this and just keep hitting your quest tracker. These are real players. Some of these are like real players running around. It's not very populated, but you know, it does have its pop. You know, it recently came to console. There's the lag again. Ugh. Telling you. There's the lag again. I just need to get stability.
Is there trouble?
Isolated town. Bulwark Camp in Oblivion Woods. Sorry, I don't think there's a direct flight. The fastest way would be using the teleport in Crescenta. So I gotta go to Crescenta. That's the one thing I hate about this game. It's, you have to, now you guys are get to see pretty cool graphics here. Arcadian, there's Crescenta. It's gonna ask me now. You guys, these are really cool graphics. I mean, seriously, when you take the Pegasus, it's probably some of the best graphics you're gonna see when you take flight. You can kind of pan your camera around. We'll be taking the portal here soon. Should be around this corner. There it is. Now you're about to see some crazy shit. Now this is a free to play game. You can download this for free. You can play for free. They do have an item shop. And you can take the elite status. And that will increase your gold gain. Extra access to dungeons. You're not restricted by dungeons. So... Okay, now I gotta take the portal. Okay, there's the quest marker.
You need my help?
Is the teleport you can go to the bulwark camp. Okay, and right over here is the teleporter. It's going to activate, maybe. It's okay. It's an okay game. Very linear. So what's up with Tera? It's pretty good in a lot of ways. Just it's very friggin' linear.
Hey? Oh, hello.
You have to follow one quest line to get to the next quest line to get to the next quest line. Got their Sora flowers. Hold on, let me go ahead. I'm gonna call out my pet. I'm a mystic. If anybody wants to ask me. Alright. Over here's... And there's our Sora flower. It's just crazy amount of like traditional shit. Spawn rates are pretty fast in this game, by the way, so... Dog. I swear he barks at everything. Alright. I don't know what it is. Alright. Just very linear.
You need something from me?
Greetings. Wait, you're the one from the island.
You get what you pay for in this life. Hey. Oh, hello.
Of course, you level up. Go over here, go to character, and then, of course, you have your inventory, you have your skills. Skills, just, you're going to upgrade, so... Alright. And inventory is pretty standard. Oh shit. All right. Geez, linear games can be so whatever. Alright.
Why are you here? The honor is mine.
Well. Standard quest shit. Kill this many, do this much. When you want to know, everybody feels like it's the same, right? No matter what the combat's like, it's like games just have this same element to like progression. But this is an older game, and at the time, Tera did, you know, set, you know, the whole thing about having a spammable ability and not having like turn-based and tab targeting. So there's no traditional tab targeting in this game, which kind of does make it a little unique in the fact that it was one of the first games to do that. Besides DC and Tera really did kind of, you know, I think set the action MMO into play. So if it wasn't for these games for their innovation at the time, I would hate to see what MMOs would have actually become.
Allies are always welcome.
Level 16, it's not too bad. Alright.
Why are you here?
Alright. Okay, I gotta go to options, claim rewards. I need to get out. Nice little. Now here's Vanguard request that unlock. So pretty much the game's kind of PvP can be very good at one time, but Tera PvP was really good. Battlegrounds was where PvP shined in this game. PvP, and they say they're bringing it back. They're going to be improving the PvP, and in the end game, that's kind of where you want to be at. You know, I'm on a PvE server, but the Battlegrounds is a queue system, and that's where Tera just always did shine. Alright. Of course, we have our now, as you can see, now we're getting more spells, more abilities. Alright, so there you guys have it. It's an okay game. Really is. You can do chains too. It's how you can change up your I think it's in this option. Or no. Should be in this one. Then you go to over here and you can set up your chains, which are basically your abilities, the combos. Like you can switch up the way the chains work, which is kind of cool. So if you want to like do different combos, you can set it up how the chain system works, and that's what this game's about. Oh shit. Graphics look pretty decent, except the fucking hands. I don't know what's up with the proportions of the characters. Never understood why the hands are so fucking big. But other than that, it is a very open world. It is very beautiful. The color is amazing. The PvP is pretty fun. It's a Twitch-based system. So I would tell anybody who's trying to get into Tera, keep in mind this is a little dated, but for Battlegrounds and what it did for PvP back in the day, pretty damn good. A lot of different classes to play too. So let me go ahead and I'll log out here. I think. All right. It's okay. I mean, it's free. You can try it for free. That's what I would tell anybody. It's a little laggy in certain spots. Dungeons are okay. So if we go to the character creation, I only have one on this platform, so I'm not whatever. It does run pretty smooth, so let's get into a lot of the things here, what you can do and understand. Females and males all have different aspects to classes. So these are the classes. You have Berserker. You have Priest. You have Mystic. That's me. Mystics are strong, healing class with skill to protect and support their group. Powerful thralls to assist healing them in battle. Okay. Very linear. Priest, healer, buff, range, robes. Berserkers, damage. Lancers are really popular, like tanks. Slayers, two-handed. Must be level 40 or higher, but at least I would like to show it. God dang it. Warrior. Sorcerer. Gunners. Gunners are badass, I'm not gonna lie. Range, heavy armor build. They're pretty fucking cool. When you ever see, every time I see Monster Hunter and I see the people with like the gunners, I think of like they had to get it from this, because this was like an original concept back in the day, is how they did the gunner class. Pretty friggin' amazing. And then archers. Now when we go to race, right? Now you'll see that over here certain things unlock because they are certain thing. Oh, maybe they did change that up. Could have swore everything was like unlocked by race at one time. No, like, yeah, ninja. This is a prime example. Like, the Eileen, it can be the ninja class. Right here, it says, only Celestial and High Elf females, and only human females can be brawlers. So, very, very, very important to note. Certain classes are specifically locked. So, heads up, guys. So, then we have the Popori, which look like panda bears. My opinion. And the Baraka. Kind of like they're different. High elves. Amons. Of course, human. And then Castanic. And I don't think statistically any of their races like really contribute to any of the stat pools changing. So they don't. So there's no, it's just a preference. You won't see any of the stat changing between races. It's just kind of what you want to play as. But you will see the stat change on this. Okay. So not bad. It's not a bad game. All right, guys. I got to get going. I do want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. It's it's a pretty good game. You can try it for free. There are a lot of free MMOs out right now. And given the fact that the AAA companies here's my suggestion. The AAA companies want to go ahead and screw off. And right now, it's just the perfect time for you as gamers to make them rethink. I'm not saying drop your favorite game. But if you're looking for a game, save your money right now. Just save it. You know, wait for a good quality product. And, you know, that you can enjoy. There are a lot of times that I'll play, like, games like I've already purchased. I've already purchased Elder Scrolls. I can play Black Desert Online. I can play Guild Wars 2. I can play games that I already have that are MMOs. I don't necessarily have to keep paying a company for less quality, you know, or less content. And until companies actually, you know, pull their heads out of their asses and stop shortcutting the players, you know, I would make that recommendation. Now, if you're wanting to know how to get a mount in this game, there's different ways to get a mount. But if the easiest way to do is link your account so you can make it an active account, link it to your Xbox or PlayStation, and you will get this mount, this specific mount, for free. Now, also, there are bundle packs that have other cosmetic features as well as other mounts that you can access, which is not bad. But if you want a free mount right from the rip, all you have to do is link the account and you will have a free mount. And all you have to do is hit the toggle and you simply are on your mount, your steed. So, and of course, like I said, in-game shops, the game is good. It's just linear. It's very progressive linear. If you do get elite status, and that's another thing when we talk about elite status, you will increase your XP gain and your gold and everything, but there's no real pay to win items in the game as much. It does help to level, but there's not really any pay to win. So that's cool. I already got it, but hey, cool. but you'll get notification here. Like I said, events, logins. Once you hit 20, you can go to instant matchmaking, and then 20, you can go to battlegrounds. Battlegrounds in this game are fun as hell. This is what the game was noted for. So I always tell people what I enjoyed about Tera when it came out. It was one of the first, got rid of the tab targeting. And that was innovating during the time that it was coming out. And, a lot of, combo play. So it was, really cool and unique from an MMO's perspective. It's a little dated now, but it can still be fun. Especially how you come up with your combo system is really cool. It's still linear, still gear progressive, gear dependent. Very limiting as far as, statting. But there's a nice element to the battleground system, because the battleground system was at one time one of the most competitive, before E-games came out, was one of the most competitive battleground games in the MMO genre. So where it lacked in, I feel mechanics, because sometimes I felt like the party mechanics were, the PvP was, whoa, this is really badass. You could tell the difference of the battleground play. And until they got rid of the competitive play, and that's where players really were complaining about what was going on with Tera. And that's why a lot of players stayed with Tera. Now they're supposed to be bringing back a lot of focus into the PvP, which they should, because that's what this game was, renowned for at one time, was the PvP. The PvP in Tera was the shit. But especially for battlegrounds. But unfortunately, we'll see how it goes. They say in January, this is their focus, this is their attention. Also, I'm hoping that sooner or later, if things get moving, you'll see a shift in the landscape, right? Okay, so let me even tell you guys what the problem with MMOs are. Linear MMOs focus on what we call zoning. Now, this is an open world. You can kind of, go your mount and travel around, but flight paths are a lot faster, like in World of Warcraft. So the structure is kind of like World of Warcraft in that essence, right? So this is the capital, which has no level associated. It's the capital of the area. And then, of course, you have the capital, another capital over here, so on and so forth. And then what you end up having are level areas, which the level 10 to 25, right? And you're like, okay, well, where do I go from there? Then you got 23 to 36, 27 to 38, 30 to 51. That's kind of a broad one. And then you have the other areas over here, which you progress your higher levels. And then you're on this area, which is your end game, which is capped at 65. And then at 65, you have the Island of Dawn. Now, and then as you progress, you unlock areas. But the game, the end game's okay. The raids are okay. PvP is fun. It's great. It's really good. Especially, you're not going to be like any other game, like you're doing all this crazy shit. But for organized play, it was really good. This was one of my favorite games for Battlegrounds. Out of all the Battleground games, I really enjoyed the unique elements that this brought to Battlegrounds more than most games. So I will tell you guys that. But just linear, just the story progression, you have to follow the story in a straight line. Almost, it gets, oh my god, it gets to the point where you're just like wanting to pull your hair out. You feel just like whatever, because it's so linear. But other than that, it's okay. And the proportions of the characters are just weird. But it's beautiful. It still has a lot of beautiful elements incorporated into the environment. So I would tell you guys, hey, to try it for free, go for it. All right, once again, I'm Mysticraven. This is Mystics MMOs. Thank you guys for watching. And once again, and always, have a nice day.